Hi, everybody. My name is Amy, and in my most recent field experience, I was working with children and adolescents who were receiving behavioral health services for a myriad of behavioral health issues. And I was taught in my field experience by my supervisor to assume trauma. And I think that that was pretty valid advice given this week's readings. In the book, The Body Keeps the Score, I just read today that more than half, or at least half, of all people that seek therapy have experienced some sort of trauma. And I thought that was rather shocking. What I hope to get from this course is a deeper knowledge of the traumatic experience, the relationship between the brain, what goes on in the physical body, and the connection between um, the psychological experience in the person that has experienced trauma. I don't really know much about the physical experience, and I find it rather fascinating. I'm a trauma survivor myself, and um, even though I have my own experience, I really don't know much about what goes on in the brain and in the body, and I've always kind of ignored that. The kind of not really ignored, but I haven't really been educated on the connection between the emotional experience and the link that there is in the body. And I found the reading this week to be not only informative but enlightening as a trauma survivor. And the other piece that I hope to get out of this course is how to balance my own experience as a person who's experienced trauma with helping others who have experienced trauma. In other words, not becoming re traumatized. It's very easy for the body, at least my own body, to become aroused when I see certain things happening, especially with children. So I'm very aware of that, and I hope to gain more experience and more knowledge in just kind of managing my own reaction to trauma in others, in becoming a helper. And why do I think that trauma is relevant to my future career? Well, just based on the statistic today that I read, half of all people that are seeking therapy have experienced a trauma. I think that I really need to be, if I'm going to be an effective helper, I need to be as informed as possible in trauma and in what I can do to be as effective as I can. I feel like that's not saying much at all because it's such a huge trauma is so big that there's really not words to capture what it does to people. But I think it's so important as a helper to be informed about trauma so that mistakes are not made so as to create more pain and more damage to a person that's already been crushed. I don't know how else to say it. So that's what I'm hoping to get out of this course. I'm already fascinated by the reading. I'm already excited. And I'm looking forward to learning along with everybody else in this second course that we're all here together. And see you all throughout the course. Hi, everybody. My name is Amy, and I'm not currently in field. I don't think anybody's in field.